Today we're going to wrap this pallet with some black opaque stretch film. Now, we use black opaque primarily if we're shipping high dollar value items. You know, if you're shipping tools, if you're shipping computers, or if you're shipping, some medical items. Or, where we're using it is you wrap products and you need to store them outside for a few days. You want to use some black wrap, and then you want to use a black pallet top sheet on the top. And what that does, it kind of helps keep the sun off the product, and also helps the film from not breaking down quickly out in the direct sunlight. Now, our preference here over the years, with black film, primarily it's always been blown film. I mean, that's obviously, everybody knows blown film. It's loud, noisy, sticky. And what I like about blown film is you can see here is the opacity. I mean, that's pitch black. You can't see through the film. One go around the pallet and you can't see the product. Now, I've used cast black film in the past. Now, the problem I found with cast is they just can't get it as dark as blown film. That's the first thing. And obviously with cast has a built-in cling. So in certain climates, cast works okay. You got to wrap the pallet more. So it takes more film to make the product opaque to where you can't see what's on the pallet. And obviously then for wiping it down. Especially if it's going on outside on the flatbed of a truck, the tail's going to fly off and be whipping around as the pallet's flying down the interstate. So my thing is, I'm a big proponent when it comes to opaque film, using blown. It's definitely the darker of the two, and it'll make the pallet opaque one time around. Now another item, a lot of people when they wrap their pallets for security, they don't cover the top. So anybody can just stand, take a look down there and go, hey, look, it's all Milwaukee tools, or it's a bunch of DeWalt products, and they start tampering with the pallet. So, easy enough, you can obviously run back and forth with a hand roll on the top of black film to cover the top, or easy enough, you just get an opaque black pallet cover. These things come 150 on a roll, they're very inexpensive, it's a 60 by 60 sheet. Roughly about 1.25 mils. Up over the top. Cover the top. And now we're good to go. Now if you're in an area where you have a lot of fans blowing around, it's probably a good idea just to tack it with a bit of tape on one or two sides. That way the air doesn't blow the top off. Now, I'm going to set the machine, let this wrap. Now primarily if using black film, we don't put it on a power pre-stretch machine and stretch it out 150, 200%, because that defeats the purpose. It's going to make the film a hazy gray where you can see the product. So we normally run the black on an old brake machine we have here, and we're only stretching it at about 30 or 40%. That allows us to make the wrap pallet pitch black so you can't see anything through it. So I'm going to let the video go and let the pallet wrap on its own because, blown film, noisy. It's going to be hard to talk over it. Now, as you can see, the pallet is perfectly wrapped. Now, obviously, I put on twice as much film just so you could see the application, see the machine applying the film. You can see it forms a nice seal at the top with the black pallet cover on the top, keeping all the debris, all the dirt, everything out at the top and the sides. So, you've got a high dollar value item that you're shipping. This is the perfect way to go. Perfectly black, can't see the product through. It's got a nice tack. The film has got a nice tack, so I'll just cut it down, wipe down, and you got a perfect seal. There'll be no tails flapping off of that pallet. Perfectly wrapped.